Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. When we say that the Lakers need to update the squad and make improvements to have more depth, it doesn't mean that it means signing a star. In the NBA, there are great players who would fit perfectly with LeBron, Davis, and Reeves. Rumors: Lakers signing a great center and an experienced point guard. The Los Angeles Lakers started the season 6-4, but their recent struggles, losing 4 of their last 7 games, reveal a major problem. Their bench is seriously underperforming, 29th in the league, just 21.9 points per game. Some players on the bench were unable to stand out, leaving the team exposed every time the starter sat down. If the Lakers want to remain competitive in the West, they will need to make some smart moves to add more depth and scoring power. Here's how 3 easy trades could give the Lakers a real chance to turn things around. Bolstering the frontcourt with Jonas Valanciunas. Lakers receive Jonas Valanciunas. Wizards receive Jared Vanderbilt, Christian Wood. In this trade scenario, the Los Angeles Lakers would acquire Jonas Valanciunas from the Washington Wizards to strengthen their frontcourt presence. Valanciunas has been putting up solid numbers this season, averaging 12.6 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per game, shooting an efficient 59.4% from the field. His scoring and rebounding ability would provide the Lakers with a strong, consistent presence in the paint, something they've been missing at the center position. Interestingly, the Wizards reportedly signed Valanciunas to a 3-year, $30 million contract this offseason with the intention of moving him in a trade as the season progresses. This strategy aligns with Washington's rebuilding efforts, making them open to trading the veteran center for players that better fit their long-term plans. For the Lakers, Valanciunas could fill multiple roles. As a starting center, he would allow Anthony Davis to shift back to his preferred power forward position, reducing the wear and tear on Davis and potentially boosting his performance. Alternatively, if the Lakers wanted to keep Davis at center for certain matchups, Valanciunas could come off the bench, giving them a reliable scoring and rebounding option for the second unit. In return, the Wizards would receive Jared Vanderbilt and Christian Wood. Vanderbilt, known for his defensive versatility and high energy, is currently working his way back from injury, but brings intensity and flexibility on defense that would fit well in Washington's schemes. Wood, a more offensively minded big man, is recovering from an off-season procedure, and his ability to stretch the floor would add some much-needed shooting and spacing for the young Wizards. This trade gives the Lakers the dependable center they need, strengthening their interior defense and rebounding while also freeing Davis to play at the 4. For the Wizards, Vanderbilt and would bring younger, more versatile assets that align with their rebuilding strategy. Overall, this deal could be a win-win, with Valanciunas adding stability to the Lakers' frontcourt and the Wizards gaining valuable pieces for the future. Lakers receive Dennis Schroeder. Nets receive Gabe Vincent, Alan Hood-Schifino, 2027 second-round pick. The Lakers could seriously use Dennis Schroeder right now. This season, Schroeder's been balling out with the Nets, putting up 20.1 points and over 6.6 assists per game while shooting an impressive 48.6% from the field. He's been a reliable scorer and playmaker, something the Lakers desperately need as they try to solidify their bench and backcourt depth. Meanwhile, D'Angelo Russell hasn't exactly been lighting it up. He's averaging just 12.9 points on 40.7% shooting, and his inconsistency has frustrated both fans and the coaching staff. Coach J.J. Redick even decided to send D'Lo to the bench because of his recent struggles, looking for a more dependable option. That's where Schroeder could slide in perfectly. He knows the system, has chemistry with the team, and, most importantly, brings the kind of energy and consistency the Lakers are missing. Schroeder's had some standout games this season, too. For example, he dropped 33 points on the Grizzlies at the end of October, adding 8 assists in the Nets' 119-106 win. He's shown he can take over games, and that's the kind of spark the Lakers need. Imagine Schroeder orchestrating the offense with LeBron and Davis out there. It would instantly make them a more balanced team. The trade package going the other way isn't too heavy for the Lakers either, since Schroeder is an expiring contract this season. The Nets get Gabe Vincent, who's struggling with just 3.2 points per game on rough shooting splits, 31% FG, 19.1% from three, and Cam Reddish, who's also been inconsistent with 5.8 points. Throw in a 2027 second-round pick, and the Nets get a few assets to play with as they rebuild. In the end, it's a win-win. The Lakers get a steady, experienced guard to run the show, and the Nets pick up some younger players and a future pick to work with. This move could give the Lakers the reliable floor general they've been missing and help them compete at a higher level in a loaded Western Conference. The rotation receives improvements. The Lakers could make some serious improvements to their roster by shaking up their bench, and here's one trade idea that could really turn things around. In this mock trade scenario, the Lakers would send Jalen Hood-Schifino, Gabe Vincent, Jared Vanderbilt and Christian Wood. In return, they would receive Dennis Schroeder and Jonas Valanciunas. These two players would bring a lot of what the Lakers need, Schroeder's skill and experience and Valanciunas' rebounding inside. This move could give the Lakers a bench with serious depth and versatility. With these new pieces, the Lakers could maintain their starting lineup of D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James and Anthony Davis. This lineup allows Davis to play center while LeBron and Hachimura take on the power forward roles. Head coach J.J. Redick mentioned before the season that he wanted to run a tight 9-man rotation, and these additions would make that approach more realistic. Schroeder would handle the point for the second unit. The revamped bench would give the Lakers a mix of skills they've been missing. Schroeder can organize the attack and bring experience, and Valanciunas provides size and strength in the paint. This rotation would feature a strong balance of youth and experience, giving the Lakers options depending on the matchups. With a bench unit that includes Schroeder, Cam Reddish, Dalton Knecht and Valanciunas, the Lakers would have depth they could rely on, not just players to fill minutes. In addition to the main rotation, the Lakers would still have young talents like Max Christie, Maxwell Lewis, Christian Koloko, and Bronny James waiting for opportunities. There's also Quincy Olivari, who surprised many by securing a two-way contract and could be an interesting addition if needed. With this hypothetical lineup, Redick would have the flexibility to adapt and get the most out of his players, addressing the Lakers' need for a reliable bench and giving them the tools to compete in a crowded Western Conference. LeBron James praises Cam Reddish for embracing role as Lakers' defensive stopper. The Los Angeles Lakers are now 2-0 since head coach J.J. Redick inserted Cam Reddish into the starting lineup in place of D'Angelo Russell. The change takes a lot of defensive pressure off Austin Reeves and LeBron James as Reddish can take on that role as the team's primary defensive stopper while Russell gives the Lakers bench a much-needed offensive boost. The returns have been great so far as Reddish's ability as a perimeter defender have helped improve the team's defense overall, not to mention his overall energy and fight is something the Lakers greatly need. And following the Lakers' win over the Toronto Raptors, LeBron had a ton of praise for Reddish embracing his role. His energy. Just very selfless. Ability to defend on perimeter is very, very key for our ball club, James said. I mean, like I said the other night, with Vondo being out, it takes one of our primary perimeter guys, defenders that we know we can just key in on a certain matchup, and now we can be inserting back into the lineup, into the fray of things. We know we have that one guy on the perimeter. That's okay. That's your matchup tonight. Go make it tough on him. And Cam has taken on that responsibility. As LeBron pointed out, the Lakers are still without Jared Vanderbilt, one of the best perimeter defenders in the NBA period, so they are in dire need of someone stepping up in that role and Reddish has fit the bill. But James also noted that Reddish brings more to the team than just defense. I mean, he's more than that. And he showed that tonight, LeBron added. Getting a steal, getting a layup, finishing at the end of the third of a closeout. Finishing at the rim with that layup to give us a big boost, hitting some threes as well. So he's more than a defender. But I think he's smart enough to know him, what he means to this team, how he's going to be on the floor. And we respect that, and we love that. Over the last 3 games, Reddish is averaging 9.7 points, 4.3 rebounds, and 1.3 steals while shooting 73.3% from the field and 66.7% from three-point range. Obviously those numbers aren't sustainable, but as the 5th offensive option in the starting lineup, all the Lakers need from Reddish is to take advantage of those opportunities while locking down defensively, and he is doing just that.